Hey, good morning, everyone. My name is Dr. Kirk Fisnick, and thanks for being with me today. Thanks for taking time to listen to this video. Um, you know, I'm just going to talk a little bit about a couple of new products that Sisel came out with here about 6 weeks ago, actually. And first one I'm going to talk about is this one right here. It's our digestive enzyme, and I really like it. I was on a I guess a beta test team that started to use the products back in December. I felt like I had better bowel movements almost immediately when I started taking it. I've had several of my friends that have used the product and they've noticed the same thing. They've said that within the first few days they start to have really good bowel movement. Now, we also have another gut essential product that adds to that, so I'm going to talk about that too. But this product is an enzyme product. What are enzymes? A lot of you aren't familiar with enzymes. Enzymes are a chemical that your body makes to help digest your food, right? Because when you eat this food, you chew it up and it's in little particles. But what makes it so that your body can actually absorb it into the system? It has to be digested. It has to be made into particles that your body can actually use, particles that your body can utilize. And so they have to be broken down into those little individual ingredients, amino acids and essential fatty acids, things like that. And so you'll notice if you read this, there's different kinds of enzymes. There's amylases, which break down carbohydrates. There's proteases that break down proteins, right? And so anytime you see the letters A, S, E at the end of a word like that, that indicates that it's an enzyme. But what a great product. I find that for me, I have my best results if I use this product with my bigger meals. And I say bigger, not biggest, because in the beginning I was using it only with one meal a day. I would pick my biggest meal and I would use one. I drink it with the meal, right? Because you're going to help digest those foods as you eat. It doesn't work as good if you take it 2 or 3 hours before a meal. Um, it's utilized the best if you drink it with a meal. So I find that if I'm going to have a couple of bigger meals during the day, I use this a couple of times. And that's just my own personal thought. We're all different. We're all different inside. And so if you're eating a little bit bigger meals or you find that after you get done eating, you kind of feel full and you feel bloated, maybe try and use it twice a day. There's no harm in it, and it might help you. It might help you a little bit better. And the goal is that we're going to get healthier. We're going to help other people get healthier. Um, this next product is another one of the gut essential products that we just came out with. It's a probiotic, and I like it better than the Balance D because I'm so sick and tired of taking lots and lots of pills. And with the Balance D, you had to take a lot of pills. You had to take what, seven a day to get that. And so this is just a drink. It's coconut lime. I just finished mine. It's 8:30 in the morning here in Fargo, North Dakota, and I just finished mine. I drink it right away in the morning. I just do one of these a day. Sizzle Gut Essentials Daily Pro and Prebiotic. It's got 35 billion CFU. That's the number of healthy bacteria that are found in the supplement in one dose. And why is that number important? Because you can get other products out there that have more, right? But is more any better? And the answer to that is no, because at a certain point you're getting too much, and the body doesn't need that. Plus, you want to have it in the right form, right? Because there's different types of healthy bacteria, and so the Mowers have done a great job of figuring out what bacteria to include in this. And then we have 10 grams of fiber in. And talking to Tom, it actually might be a little bit more than that because your body needs fiber. I mean, here as an adult, as a male, I need 35 grams a day. Women need 25 grams a day, and according to the science that's out there, they're saying we just aren't getting those dosages. We aren't getting that amount, and so this is a great product. It tastes good. The other one, by the way, is a strawberry lemonade flavor. I really like it. It tastes good. This one is coconut lime flavor. It also tastes really, really good. I like the flavor of it by itself. A lot of times you'll find me mixing it with this product right here. It's the new Glucominish product. I'll talk about that in a minute. Because again, there you can get by with taking those products together just once a day. So I'll do them both in the morning. And but you can do them later on if you want, but I find that it fills me up because fiber expands, it absorbs water and it expands and it kind of gives you that full feeling. And I'm one of those guys that when I get up in the morning, I tend to eat if I'm and I feel hunger, especially if I'm doing intermittent fasting, which I'm doing right now. I'll find that I'm hungry in the morning. Well, if I take this right away in the morning, it fills me up. But the fiber works with one of the active ingredients that's found in this product, the glucominish. And the glucominish, um, it tends to work like a GLP-1 type of medicine. We can't say it's the same, anything like that, and I'm not trying to imply that. What I'm saying is it's got some active ingredients that will help you control your blood sugar levels, and it helps control your sugar cravings. Um, but the ingredient, the berberine, doesn't really work that well. I think it's like a 14 or 15% absorption rate by itself. But when you have fiber and when you have the right microbiome, the right bacteria, what it'll do is it works with them to get into your body and absorb more than the 14 or 15%, which is really, really a good thing. I had been trying berberine before without really having a lot of results, and now when I'm using it with the fiber, it works great. Since really the middle of January till now, so in 4 weeks, I've lost 7 pounds. Wow. I like that. I'm trying to lose 50, and yeah. So, and I take this product here. It's another one of the new products. It's called TRIMogenic, and what TRIMogenic does is it bumps up the metabolism. It increases kind of that fire in your belly to help burn burn fat as energy. I continue to use the Turn and Burn. I like this product. I like it when it came out. It makes sense to me because, our body builds fat and it stores it for a rainy day, right? And it puts it away. That's kind of a genetic thing. It helps us survive great famines and things like that. But, people say, well, we're not in a great famine. That's exactly right. We're not in a great famine, but genetically, we're designed to store away energy in the form of calories, in the form of fat. We're designed to store that away until that rainy day. And because we're eating all these foods that are high in calories and low in nutrition, our body thinks we're starving. So when I'm doing these products, I really like to follow more of a ketogenic type of a lifestyle, meat eater type of lifestyle. And it fits. I mean, for me, living up here in North Dakota, I'm a hunter, fisher, type of person. I like the outdoors, and I eat that food, and so I like that, so I find this works really, really good for me. You might want to try it. Try different diets till you find the one that works for you. Because we're not all the same. We're not all the same. But if you find that you're getting bloated, if you find that you don't go to the bathroom, you don't have good bowel movement, you should be going to the bathroom twice a day. You should have bowel movements twice a day, and they should be healthy bowel movements. If you look at the fiber app that Katie Larkin put together, it explains the whole thing about I think it's called the Bristol stool chart, and it has the what it should look like and that kind of stuff. Not that you're going to sit there and hey, examine it, but if you pay attention, it actually helps you get healthier, and that's the whole goal is we're trying to get healthier. Um, but I tell you what, I had a death in my family this week. Another one of my brothers passed away, and it's cancer again. It's cancer. So, where when I was younger, 20, 30 years ago, I didn't really think that cancer was something that ran in my family very high. But now, my dad's had cancer a few times, and I've lost two brothers to cancer. And I'll just tell you, it's an eye opener. It's something that you think about. And when you read the statistics, I pay attention to statistics. They want to tell you that the officials want to tell you that we're winning this war on cancer, but yet at the same time it doesn't really appear that way. It doesn't really appear that way. It seems like, you know, maybe with childhood cancers, they've tended to help with that, but it's maybe certain adult type of cancers, like breast cancer. But at the same time, you look at the stats, they're saying that colon cancer is rising rapidly in young people. Anybody under the age of 40, you're considered young people. And it's rising quite rapidly. These products that I just talked about are really, really beneficial because it's going to help with that whole gut health, moving that junk out of there, having a healthy microbiome. I can't say that it's gonna cure you. I can't say that it's gonna treat you. I can't say it's gonna prevent. All I can say is that, to me, it really makes sense. If your gut is healthy, you're going to have a lower risk of having that chance of getting colon cancer, and that's really, really important. The other thing is that your colon, your gut, it decides what goes in and out. It helps to decide, what vitamins you absorb. It helps to decide, the amount of water in your system and all of those things. And so it just makes sense that that's where a person should start. And now that we have these products, you're going to find that I'm going to talk a lot about this. I combine it with fucoidan because, we've been using fucoidan for, decades, and it's been used in around the world for years, for thousands of years, for health because they find that it bumps up the immune system. Well, we need a healthy immune system, especially in today's world, because we keep getting hit with these pandemics, and we keep getting hit with these different kind of viruses. I'm reading up on all these new viruses that are coming out, and now we can catch a virus from a bird, for gosh sakes. And so if you have a parakeet or a parrot, think about it, I mean, holy crap, if that can be transferred from people, from birds, wow. And so, the answer to it is, it's not kill all the birds, it's get your immune system so that you can actually fight it. And 70%, 80% of your immune system, depending on who you read, it comes from your gut. So really, really important. I'm really pushing on that. The fucoidan gets rid of inflammation, right? And where does gut health start to go bad? Where the gut starts to get inflamed, it starts to have some problems with inflammation, and fucoidan really helps out with that. So I like to combine these products with the fucoidan. And then if you look at Linus Pauling, of course, Linus Pauling, if you don't know who he was, a researcher, he got the Nobel Prize a couple of times, and he had a research center, and he really stressed vitamin C, but he also stressed um, minerals. He said one of his sayings was that if you have a chronic health problem, that you really should pay attention to the amount of minerals that you have. That chances are you have a somewhat of a deficiency in one area or another. And another group did a study, and they found that if we're low on one vitamin, if we're deficient on one vitamin or mineral, chances are we're deficient on a few of them. And if you fix those, then what ends up happening is you get deficient on another one. So, if you're focusing just on one, chances are you're going to be deficient on another. So, SpectrumX is a great product to add to your diet. SpectrumX is awesome because it's got 74 trace essential minerals. Trace means you don't need very much. Essential means you need them. And so we have 74 trace minerals. We have 40 antioxidants in that product. So again, I mean, I'm not going to get into the whole thing about an antioxidant, but I'm just going to say antioxidants help get rid of toxins. They help get rid of toxicity in your body. And so think about getting on that product as well. So, I've gone long enough today. I just want to say thanks for listening. Use these products. You've got them at your hands. If you're watching this video, you've got access to the products, or maybe the person that shared this with you has access to the products. So take a look at that. Have a great day. Bye-bye.